Greetings, pirates and privateers. This is Grim coming at you live once again for another edition of a Let's Play for Empyrean Galactic Survival with Reforged Eden 2. Now, when you left me last, I had just figured out a cheeky way to get a jump drive installed on our brand new little SV here, and I forgot to include a pentaxid tank. So using the same underhanded methods that we don't talk about, I've managed to procure one of those as well. Going forward, I'm going to try and make sure that if I set myself a goal in this playthrough, that I check it out and see if it's possible with what I've got on hand first. Because, God, I've wasted a lot of time doing that. So, where were we? Right. We were going to go and see what it's going to take to get our Jolly Rogering in-game. So, if we add you to the factory, and we're not even close on a lot of this stuff, but what we're going to do is spend some time mining, pulling apart POIs. I've got one POI that we're going to start with here that I went halfway through on a previous episode before I figured out that I wasn't recording. So we'll record the last half of that. We'll do a little bit of off-planet mining as well, because this neodymium here, there's not going to be enough in the POIs on the planet to get us what we need for the capital ship. So we're going to have to go out and get that. Titanium we can probably pull out of POIs. Cobalt, we can get that from mining on the moon now that we have a constructor on board that can turn it into ingots. Sathium might be a bit harder to come by, so we might have to check the local space around us for asteroids that contain it. Aluminum powder, we shouldn't have any problem coming up with some of that. Wooden planks, there's lots around us. Silicon, copper, carbon, easy, easy, easy. So, it's just the amounts. So what I'm going to try and do, we'll do the POI first, then I'll get a little bit of mining done on the neodymium, and then to save you from the boredom of mining, I'll get the rest of all of that done after the video. So that when we come into the next one, we'll be ready to go with that cap ship. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. Alright, first things first, let's take a look. What have we got in here? So this is just for holding most of the stuff that we've found while we've been out and around, but what I want to do is make sure that I've got enough 5.56 rounds to be able to take on the stuff that I'm going to find in that POI. So, let's see what we've got on board our little boat here. Some stuff in the output. 7.62s. Can't use those. Cannon shells. A lot of this stuff would have come from the POI when I was raiding it the last time. But let's see if I can make some 5.56. And it looks like I can. Okay, we're going to get that cooking up. And we're going to check our boat for fuel. Alright. Managed to find quite a bit of the stuff when we were going through the POI at last episode there, so we're doing pretty good as far as that goes. I haven't eaten in a while. Gotta make sure I've got food in me. Alright, and we've got one trauma kit. That's not as good as I'd like to be. Oh, sounds like it ran out of stuff. Let's take a look here. Alright, so you're going good. Let's go to medical devices. 10 days. Plant protein and herbal leaves. Pretty sure we got some of that in the fridge. Let's take a look. Plant protein, herbal leaves. Let's see if there's any more plant protein growing around here right now. fiber. I can always grab more herbal leaves. We're going to need those in the future anyway. And I'm getting irradiated being outside. I wonder how long I got on that. Also, I wonder if there's a shower in that POI that I was just talking about. If there is, we can wash those rads away. Alright. A little bit more, and that'll make it easier for us to make a few extra bandages here. Controller, there they are, and Roughneck fridge. Pop you over. No, we'll leave you in for ammunition right now. That's the one we want to send over there. And let's meet up. Clear 400 rounds. I might have to stop this before it's done so that I can whip up a couple more bandages. Meantime, though, let's go see if we can find that POI. Fire up the thrusters. Turn the lights on so we can see where we're going. That's something else that I made sure to give this little boat is lights all around. There's that abandoned pad. I think that's the one that we're going to. Yeah, because it's surrounded by nests. We haven't looked at the nest yet, so let's go see, shall we? Now, if you get caught in a rad storm like this, ooh, yeah, gotta be careful with those generators. Get caught in a rad storm like this, staying inside your ship will keep you safe. You should be alright. But it won't clean off the rads that you've already absorbed, so you do have to make sure that you can find yourself a shower or anti-radiation ointment or a pill, something like that. I think we got some of the green stuff. Yeah, we'll be fine. It's going to be a little bit slow going because if I lay on the throttle, that hurts the generators. And I don't want to do that. So we're going to clip the treetops. We're going to keep that indicator on the bottom right comfortably in the orange until we get to our destination here. I was lied to. Let's see where we are here. Oh, it's still dead ahead. There it is. I can see the purple on my mini-map. Okay. Should be able to land right on top of this and finish off what we need to do up here. I don't think anybody should come looking for us. There we go. Now, if you go into the P menu of any ship that you're in, go to Devices, you can pull up the constructor and you can access it from the comfort of your ship without getting out of the cockpit. And that way you can see what's going on. Currently it seems to be stuck in the middle of a construction thing. And again, that's just the potato-ness of my computer. Oh, what are we breaking down to get what? Iron to make iron ingots, to make steel plates, to make more bullets. Okay. We've got enough of those. Alright. Cancel that. And how many rounds did we get? Another 450. So 1,000 rounds should be enough to finish this thing off. Now, if we go into medicine and we make this the fridge, we need plant fibers. Okay, so back to F4. I thought we were going to need this. Back to the roughneck. Back to the fridge. Couple of those. And 10 bandages, please. Antibiotic ointment. What about food? What can you make? I've got 11 steaks. We're gonna make a bunch of you. And we got 3 eggs. We'll make 3 boiled eggs, please. Alright. So, we're going to turn off the thrusters and the lights just to save on fuel a little bit. Gonna hop out, arm up, and gonna grab, yeah, 922, alright, bunch of ammo, and what have I got going on? Got 1 bandage left, 3 antibiotic ointments. There we go. Take you and put you down here. 3 casts. Oh, we're probably gonna die. What are you? Antibiotic injection. Alright. Sepsis, necrosis. Yeah, not a lot we can do with what we got. Antibiotic pills. Infected wound. Well, we've got access to it if we need it. So, let's head in and see how much of the job I left undone. I don't remember if we looted anything. Yep, I looted stuff. So, you can see by the force field there, it's still got the core in it. Pretty sure I grabbed everything off of the top levels here. Everything consequential anyway. Yep, that's been looted. Yeah, I guess I got you too. Anything in you? Can't use helium. Yeah. It's always worth it to double check. Sometimes you miss some stuff, you know? Alright. You. Alright. Entire upper floor has been done. Let's go see if there's anybody left to say hi to. Like I said, I can't remember exactly how far into this I got. Pretty sure it was down here somewhere, but I'm not sure if I made it to the core room or not. Well, I took care of the turret. And that container. I didn't get that pentaxic crystal. I didn't get the core. So I'm thinking there's probably still a couple of folks around both of these corners waiting to chew my face off. There he is. Okay. See if anybody's coming out to say hi. No? He was. Oh, here comes more. I think the only guys left are those infected around the corner here. There's the radiation sickness, damn it. Oh, I'm probably going to die from that. But whatever. Okay. Let's get this done. Where are you? Oh, that was a lucky shot. Okay, who's next? Alright. I don't have enough time to sit around here and chat, gentlemen. I need to be moving. Alright, we're going to go for the roughneck. I'm going to take all of you. I'm going to take... Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I'll be able to use that armor locker upstairs now. What did you guys have on you? Nothing. Okay. I can still hear growling, and I'm not sure if it's coming from in here. Alright, that's two. I need to get out of here while the rads are coming down, because I'm rad sick again. I did not see a shower inside this place, so I can't use that to wash the rads off, which sucks. That means we have to wait for the storm to end, and since I don't have any mushrooms, I don't think I'm going to be able to make any anti-rad bombs. That is not a happy thought. Not a happy thought at all. Is that where I want to go? That's where I want to go. Alright. Let's get into the boat and see what I've got to deal with. Alright. Ooh, I got mushrooms. Okay. So, we're going to go to fridge. You. That's all of that. P menu, devices, access. Alright, you're done with all that shit. Yes. Anti-radiation ointment, here we come. Hopefully I get it in time that I don't end up dying. And let's see, my stats. Decontamination kit or a shower, more radiation burns are going to manifest. Look at deep tissue. Yeah, good for nothing. Low down, dirty, rotten. Alright. That means it's going to keep popping up until I find a shower somewhere, and that means I'm going to have to go visit Polaris or something. Alright, eat a steak. Eat another steak. One more steak. Okay. Real quick, gonna run down and check and see. Oh, for Christ's sake. Nope, didn't want a drone. And go mobile constructor, access. Can you still make? Yes, you can. I'm gonna need it when I come back. Just want to make sure that I didn't leave. Ah, there it is. A box in the basement. I think I might have, which is why I'm taking the chance. Didn't forget about that. In here? No, of course not. Alright, grabbing pentaxic crystal and I'm going home. And And I'll be back with the multi-tool to clean this place out at a later time, but not right now. Right now, we need to take care of what ails us, and that is going to be at a nearby Polaris facility. The gel that we're cooking up right now is going to be enough to get us there. But yeah, rads are no joke, kids. Let's go. Thrusters. And map. There they are. Polaris Trade Station. Let's go borrow a shower. Alright. Closing in on it now, and it's taking its time to render. There we go. And welcome everyone to the Polaris Trade Station, hidden in the depths of the jungle. Man, they made this one hard to get to. Alright, let's go find ourselves a pad to land on. That one looks good. Kill the thrusters. And go see if we can scrub some of these rads off. These trading stations have vendors and stuff. They can buy things that you found. You can also buy stuff from them. Depending on what it is, you might have to travel around to different stations to find exactly what you need. But these ones are generally pretty good. I just can't remember exactly where the stupid shower is, so it'll be a minute. It's the vehicle bay. I know there's a hotel around here somewhere, I just can't remember exactly where it is. Weapon locker, armor locker. There it is, the layover. Hopefully. Nope. Maybe the one at the end. Ugh. You gotta be kidding. Nope. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. And kill that. Check ourselves. Looks like we're back to good. Now, if this is any sort of a civilized base, there should be medical facilities around, and I would rather use those to bring my health back up to full than have to burn any more of the bandages that I've already used. That looks promising. What are you? Haha! Great success. Alright. So, the POI is pilfered. Next step is an armor locker, because I want to see if I can make the best of what we've found. Okay, that's the armor locker there. Let's see what's on the boat. Harvest controller, multi-booster, transportation, or armor boost. Let's go for armor and multi-booster. I think we're going to be able to crack at least 2 of these on there. But let's go see. Basic armor is basic, so I'm not holding out a lot of hope. What do we got? We have, oh geez, incredibly hard to see 2, it looks like. I'm going to go for an armor boost. And I'm going to go for multi. Jack everything up just a little bit. So now we can hang in minus 15 to 65. Durability is still pretty good. It doesn't need to be repaired. And we're not burning any extra fuel. Alright. Now the next stop is space. So I am going to head back out to the boat and get us off of this rock. What we're looking for is a desert planet. And generally in every starter system, there's at least one of them. So, let's go for a little trip. Now the idea here is that I'm going to get to a deposit. I'm going to mine it out as much as I can, as much as will fit in the boat. And then I'm going to set the constructor there to turn that into ingots, and those ingots are going to go directly into the factory. So, shouldn't have to leave site until that particular patch of minerals is completely over and done with. Alright. Let's hit the map. Akua and the Akua Moon. Brilliant. Here's our system. Commander, don't forget to make sure the info panel box is checked in the upper left corner. This will open the info panel on the right hand side, which contains multiple tabs to display information on the sectors in the star system. If you need a refresher on that, shut up. Okay. So, here's our starter system. I'm going to say Alpha 2 and 3 are looking like the ones that we want. So we'll hit info panel, go to the planet over here, and if you mouse over, planet desert large, and O2 content and breathable. No. This is important. On Akua, we've been able to breathe every time that we stepped outside. There's been radiation problems, but Akua only has storms. This one has a latent rad of 1.5, and Alpha 2, 0.3, still no breathable atmosphere, but they're both kind of about the same. Since it's got less rads, I'm going to pick Alpha 2, and let's see what we got. Iron, cobalt, copper, neodymium, there's the big winner. So that's what we're going to head off and look for. And if we're lucky, we might actually stumble across some of our pirate buddies. Maybe. Alright. So, first we need to prepare. Now that we have a pentaxid tank, we're going to go from the roughneck storage. Harvest controller. These right here, refined pentaxid. Chuck all of it in. And you see on the bottom right there, it's filled you up with 54 astronomical units of travel available. So this big orange guy is where we want to head. Point the boat in that direction. Wait until the speed kicks up and hit K on the keyboard. And away we go. Oh, wonderfully smooth animation. I can see the smoke coming off of my CPU right now. Alright, Alpha 2. Let's hit the detector, take a quick look around, make sure that we're not in any immediate danger. It's always a good idea to check around you with your radar once you come into a new system, because the Xerax like to hide right by your jump point sometimes, and that's never, ever, ever fun, let me tell you. So, we're on approach here, and in order to conserve gas, I'm going to hold down forward and hit I, and you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner, that little icon changes. When it's dark, you can lift your finger off of the W, and your ship will just coast in the last direction you were going. Newtonian flight model. Don't have to touch a thing. See? And this will drop us right down onto the surface of our first new world. You'll be spending a week in sunny Alpha 3. No, 2. Wait a minute. Alright. It's a desert. It's a dust ball. There's probably nothing interesting on here. We're here for Neo, and we're here for a possible pirate contact. So I again, to turn your thrusters back on. Hit the radar, hit the map, Oh, look at all those Xerax over there. Level 3, that's probably a drone base. There's some Talon up there. Oh. Okay. Kyovera class cutter. That is, compared to us, a giant battleship. We're not worthy. We're not going to get anywhere near that thing. So, I'm going to go and check out this little radar signature over here and see if it's one of the things I'm looking for. Now, they do keep updating the on-planet ships. That's just iron. Like that Kyovera cutter. And sometimes they get tougher, sometimes they get weaker. In the last update, I'm not sure what they did, but I do know that one little gat turret on top of a mining ship is not going to do shit to those. You need something decidedly bigger that can take much more of a beating. There we go. Neodymium now. 300 meters away. Oh, looks like we might have a sort of friendly heat signature over in that direction too. So, like we did before, line up your crosshairs, fire up the drills, and in we go. Look up in the top left corner there. That should tell us when we start hitting the Neo. It'll be any time now, hopefully. There we go. Alright, so now that we're in here, just hold tight for a second. We're going to go to our storage, and we are going to get rid of the crushed stone. Because we already have a volume of stuff in here, and I don't want to overload us if I can get things sorted better. Sort by item type. Alright. 43 Neo. We're going to need lots more of it. You can also see that the generator down there on the bottom right is having some trouble keeping up, so we got to be careful and be ginger with our forward momentum here. And Neo's a little bit heavier of an element too, so always double check that you can reverse. When it starts getting heavy, it's time to back out of the hole and use what we got. Okay, now we're pulling crushed stone again. Alright, let's take a look at us here. Here's the hole we drilled. Carefully back out. Turn the lights on. There we go. Yeah, okay. So the generators can only hold us with the front thrusters, not everything going all at once. So here's what we're going to do. Turn off the thrusters. We're going to go to devices. We're going to go to the mobile constructor. We're going to access it. We are going to say from harvest to harvest, make us a ton of those. And I'll be back when they're done. Well, looks like we're plumb out of neodymium to refine. So we got 690 here. We are going to go to the F4 menu and player, harvest controller, connect to Gazoink. Neo goes down here. Factory comes up here. And 690 Neo in. 753 of 2634. Now there's several locations around this planet where there are deposits of neodymium. I'm not going to make you sit through me mining all of them. Just understand that over the next little while I'm going to go and hit the Neo. I'm going to go get a shit ton of carbon. I'm going to shit ton of copper, a shit ton of silicon, and a metric ton of iron. A little bit more cobalt and some sathium. That one's going to be fun. Might have to find that out in space. We'll see if we find that hanging around the planet here or maybe one of the close ones. I know we should be able to get our hands on some in the starter system. But for now, the one thing I wanted to do on this planet is go and see if there's some pirates around. Ooh, yeah, look at all the gas we burned. You go in there. You two. Okay, yeah, I think one of these is better than half. Promethium hydrocells are the best fuel type that you can get in the game. So it's a good thing that we got them on us here. But in the meantime, just to get rid of some of the extra space we got here, we'll take the steel plates, we'll take the copper, take iron, and large upgrade, don't need any of those. Yeah, so we can chuck all of those into here. Aluminum, steel, copper, iron, and now we got a little extra space. And thrusters on. Let's go find us some pirates, shall we? Alright, now, according to the map, we are pointing due that way. That would be west. And it looks like we're going to run into Polaris first. Let's just go and make sure. Ooh, that's a big Polaris installation. Might be full of some yummy stuff if it turns out that they're going to be on our bad side later. But for now, we're going to leave them alone. Let's see what this is over here. Supply depot, a fuel depot, a few various little bits and bobs. Let's go check this one over here. So the map says, yeah, that still looks like Polaris down there. So all this orange stuff is going to be Polaris. What we're looking for is a brighter yellow color. And as far as getting off of this rock goes, I know that there's a promethium deposit around here somewhere. If we happen to get through all of those hydrocells in search of the pirates, we'll still be alright. There's some copper we can dig out. Let's see, where are we going to go next? Oh, big Polaris something or other down there. We're going to turn directly west and go search this way. And once again, the absolute stunning beauty of this game is definitely not lost on me. I am a sucker for a well-done world, and that's exactly what I'm seeing every time I land on a new planet here. Some of them tend to get a little bit samey after a little while, but for the most part, they are completely encapsulating for me. Encapsulating, that's not the right word. What the hell am I trying to say? Ooh, that's Xerax. Don't want to be around them. Just understand that I'm flying in an unshielded SB here, made out of regular steel, not combat steel or hardened steel, so pea shooter could take this thing out at this point. Let's see here. Alright, there's a purple one up there, and there's that big bad one. What are you? That's going to be Polaris again down south. Might not be any piratey goodness on this planet. We might have to go to another one to find them. I'm going to check for a second, and if there's nothing I can find here, we'll do just that. Well, looks like there's no pirates on this rock. Let's go check that other dust ball and see what we can find. Now, I might be wrong. There might not be any pirate presence in this particular release of Reforged Eden 2, but there's no harm in trying. Oh, let's do this first. There is a rock, and there's another rock. And there's two moons here that have varying different things on them, but since we're looking for Sathium, let's pay a quick visit to that one. Looks like we're kind of pointing in its direction. There it is. Just take a look at that first. Should be able to get within 6 and get a read on it. Oh, not yet. I forget, what is the distance out here? It's not 5. Not 4. Not 3. Oh, I gotta get it in under 2. Alright, I can see the thing. Tell me what it is. Magnesium. Alright. Let's go take a look at... Alpha 1 moon, snow planets, just double checking that it wasn't somewhere else. Okay. There's a dead planet. That's got a bunch of gear that we could scavenge, but there's no deposits on those generally. This guy, Alpha 2, or Alpha 3. So we were on Alpha 2, we're going to go to Alpha 3. Follow the big orange arrow and see if we can't locate a little bit of yo-ho-ho. Now, to be brutally honest, I may be thinking of regular Empyrean Galactic Survival that has a pirate ship landed on one of the desert moons here that contains a start for... Oh, see that? Some Xerax trying to sneak up on us down there. Contains a start for a little sort of pirate side story that was kind of fun. And I'm not entirely sure if Reforged Eden 2 kept it in. It's hard to tell with all the different saves that I've played in the past. Might be there, might not, but let's have a little look-see and see if it's on this rock. Alright. Dropping in to say hi. And waiting for my laggy ass PC to get its head out of its cornhole. Thank you. And Polaris. Another radar signature. Alright, I'm going to take a lap around the rock and I'll come back to you when I'm done. So, it looks like there's probably not going to be any pirates anywhere on this planet, and that's a real bummer. I was hoping to be able to introduce you to some of the yo-ho-hos in that first little story, but I believe that to be just an Empyrean Galactic Survival story and not part of Reforged Eden 2, so we're going to have to find other ways to make our living. And that is going to start over here. So we're coming into another Polaris trade station. This is where we're probably going to end this episode. If I can land on it here. And I'll take you around and introduce you to some of the shopkeepers and show you what some of the wares are before I call it a night. So, Polaris is a giant intergalactic trading consortium. They're huge, they're giant, they're massive. They own everything, including you. So that means that they also have their hands on lots of stuff that you might want to get. Nice parking job, asshole. Next time leave a can opener so I can get my damn ship out. Anyway. In we go. We'll take a loop around the top, starting with Pax Purgatory. This is the bar. So we talk to the trader. Food and drinks, low price, blah, blah, blah. So they can give you rumors. They can give you a job to do. This can get you bonus points with Polaris. I'm not interested in that right now. I'm here for a drink. Here's the list of what he's got. Now, there's the normal. Tea and coffee if you're a teetotaler. He's got a multi-booster. He got, from a source. We're not talking about who. Juice. We'll call it a Shirley Temple if you're 12. A Very Berry Milkshake. Ooh, you're a teenager. Straight to a bloody Xerox and a dirty Legacy. Guaranteed to put you on the floor halfway through the glass. Yada yada, blah blah blah. And this guy also, under the counter, has some things we might be interested in later. Pirates tend to trade in this stuff. It's a good idea to keep a little scratch pad handy. Write down what he's selling this for, so that when we're talking to someone on the other side of the line that might be looking for it, we know where to get it for cheap. Or we know that we can sell it to it if he's actually buying. Right now it just looks like he's selling. He also sells crew, human and alien crew. Outside of roleplay, these are devices that you can stick into your capital ship to give yourself a few extra CPU points so that you can avoid burning out your generators like we've been doing in mine. But they won't fit into an SV. I'm going to have to craft a CPU addition in a little bit so that I can slap it onto the ship and keep us from blowing up by doing simple mining tasks. But that's later. Anyway, that's what that guy's got to offer. Let's take a little look around here. Nope, nope, nope. That's the door we came in at. These guys. So here's the station quartermaster. This is where you can get rid of basics. He will buy all of the basic little bits and bobs from you, so mechanical components, electronics. If you're looking for money to trade to that guy for some drugs, this is where you come to sell the shit that you stole from somebody else. And moving right along. I wish this game could be played. It looks pretty awesome. This guy, if you've got gold coins, will play a card game with you. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But as soon as I can get my hands on some gold coins... Ooh, look at that. I do have some. Let's play a hand. We're going to bet 1 gold coin. You bet 1 gold coin, and I will also bet 1 gold coin. Your first card is 11. Oh, this is 21. So, I'm going to hit and stand. Yep, I want another card. 16 in total. I'm going to stand on 16. First card's a 10. 10. He has 20. He won my gold. Okay. That's kind of fun. Not going to lie. So we can play blackjack here. I'm going to have to get more gold coins and lose them. Alright. Quantum Star Teleporters. This one will take us to need at least friendly reputation. I guess I'm just neutral. I don't get to go anywhere. Screw you guys. I'm taking my bat and my ball and I'm going home. Okay. No other vendors up here. Nope, that's Pax Purgatory, so we're going to go downstairs. And we'll take a look at what they got on offer down here. Servant Corp. What's going on with you, buddy? Latest in suit enhancements and attachments. I'm here to buy. So here... Well, we already got the advanced multi-tool, don't we? Which one are you? No, we don't. So it'll cost me $1,639. I've got $35.11. It's tempting, but as soon as I buy that, I'm going to find it in the next chest that I open up when I go into a POI. Other things, medium armor, heavy armor, improved medium. The improved armors are really great. The improved medium is the one that I tend to prefer on a playthrough. But again, I find it in closets. I find it in boxes and containers when I'm going through a POI. So I'm going to wait to come and see this guy, but it's good to know that he's got it. You may choose to do differently. Let's Let's see, who's next? I think we'll save the cafe in the middle for the end. Not because it's super exciting or anything, but just because it'll be a good place to end up. Welcome to GS Entertainment, a leading retailer of the latest video games, anime, collectibles, and card games. We also broker deals between avid collectors and hold TCG tournaments on the weekends. If you play Magic the Gathering, you can see where this is going. I'm here to complete my collection. These are trading cards. There's a ton of them available. You can collect them all. As far as I understand, there's no real reason to do so. They're just kind of pretty, and they're kind of neat. And moving on to the next one. Here's the layover. I wonder if you can interact with this guy, can you? Nope, but I do believe that you can catch 40 winks in one of the suites there, and no one's going to get pissed at you. Administration and security comes up in a mission if you're working for Polaris. So, again, we don't want to be hired by the man, so we're going to do it on our own. And over here in the other corner is Bertram's Arms. Guns, guns, guns. What you got, Bertram? Welcome to Bertram's Arms. I'm not the man himself, but I am his cousin. He's got a lot of cousins. Can get you a pretty sweet deal on weapons and tech if that's your jam. So what are you looking for today? I'm here to shop. So these are all basics. We can build most of these blue ones ourselves. We don't need any of that. He's got extra rounds if you're not cooking them up in your own constructor. A metagun is if you're multiplayer, you can point it at somebody and heal them from afar, which is pretty cool. Upgrade kits make whatever you're carrying just a little bit better. Plasma converter is used in the construction of plasma engines. And then nitrocellulose, magnesium powder, a couple of different things for building ammunition. The Hunter, though, that's a hover bike. We didn't build one this playthrough, but they're generally a pretty cheap method of transportation, and I'll bet you, yeah. So that's the Hunter. That's the standard one. That's the Hunter. It's a paint job. That's all you get. Alright. Oh, yeah, here's the other thing. As we go through, we don't have one yet, but there are boxes. They're sort of misdirected packages that you can pick up in your travels. You can turn them in here at the Galactic Information Network for an extra little bit of cash. Okay, it's an inevitable package that may be turned. If you find an undelivered package with our delivery tags on it, take it to the nearest Jing console and report it, and you get some bucks. So that's what they do there. And last but not least, we're going to go to the Market Cafe. If you ever find yourself running a little bit low on food, these guys have it all, but it ain't cheap. So let's take a look here. What he sells, a cheeseburger is 328 bucks. Stew is 370. You see where this is going. Xeraxian salad, 433. It'll get you out of a tight spot if you find yourself starving, but otherwise it's better to just kind of make your own. Later on in the playthrough, we'll get into growing stuff once we find a planet that's unoccupied that we can stick a base on and begin building our little empire. But for now, that's about all I got for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Once again, this is Grim with Cartel Incorporated. And hopefully, by the time you see me again, I'm going to have a shit ton of resources together. And we will be bringing in our very first capital ship, the Jolly Rogery. Until then, this is Grim, signing off.